Welcome back. Still have the bats flying around. Wayo, they're still flying around the ghost and the jack-o'-lantern and the tree and the RIP rest of the tombstone. Inflatables are the best. Just wait till Christmas, you'll see. Alright, here we go. Wait till the holidays because I got some cool fun stuff. A little bit of a theme going with Star Wars. Alright, so we finished off on our Unit 3 practice test. And this is the next page. There we go. Okay, so write it to a third degree polynomial with the given zeros. Pause me, try it on your own. I'll give you a hint. You're reverse engineering it, right? Reverse engineering it back. 3 minus 3 is 0, minus 3 over. Get back with your x. What? They're nice to you now. What? So bring the negative 3 back to your x. And then turn it into a factor and multiply out your factors. Pause me. Try it on your own. Pause me. Try it on your own. You're not going to do it on the test unless you try it on your own. Pause me. Remember, try each one on your own. Okay, so we are going to add one like that. Add one to the other side. Good. Yeah, 14 signed up for the STEM Expo. Don't forget to sign up for the STEM Expo. So add one to the other side. Good. So now we have x plus 1 is equal to 0. Good. Oh, we got a multiplicity of 2. What does that mean? So it means that when this becomes a parenthesis, x plus 1, right? So really this is supposed to be like that. And then the next step is turn it into a parenthesis with our factors. And then we bring down the 2. And so it's going to be 2 of them. So you want to multiply those out first and then multiply in the x minus 3, right? One at a time. So we have 2 of them. That's x plus 1 times x plus 1. So then we go x times x is x squared. X times 1 is 1x. This 1 times x is 1x. And this 1 times 1 is just a 1. So then we get x squared plus 2x plus 1, right? And then we take our x minus 3 and we go ahead and multiply. Go ahead and multiply that through to get our final cubic function. So we're going to go ahead and distribute that now. So x times x is x cubed. You're going to have to do this on the test. Can you do this? Can you do seashell? So x times 2x is a positive 2x squared. X times 1 is a 1x. Good. And then negative 3 times x squared is a negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times 2 is negative 6x. And negative 3 times 1 is a negative 3. And so then we combine like terms. So we get x cubed, negative 3 and 2 is a negative 1x squared. Negative 6 and positive 1 is a negative 5x. And then a minus 3. So our final answer for number 13, again, is x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 3. Wayoo! Okay, so you try the next one. Pause me and try the next one. Right? So when you have x equals 0, it's like a minus 0. And x minus 0, right, equals 0. That doesn't make sense. Well, that's because it's a single x on its own. Because x minus 0 is just x. So that's our first factor. We're going to add, so we're like reverse engineering back to our factors, right? X-intercepts, x equals, back into our factors. So then we get a 0 on this side, and we get an x plus 5 on this side, which becomes our next factor. Good. Which we could multiply through if we wanted to. But we'll wait. We'll do the binomial and binomial easier, foiling easier. Minus 3. You could though if you wanted to. Okay, so minus 3 to the other side. So we get x minus 3 is equal to 0. And there's our factors. So we're going to multiply that out. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. 5 times x is 5x. And 5 times negative 3 is negative 15. Good. So then we combine like terms and we get x squared 5x minus 3x is 2x. And then we have to bring down our what? Bring down our x and distribute that through. Distribute it through, distribute it through, distribute it through. So final answer, we get x cubed plus 2x squared minus 15x. Because x times x squared, you x to the first power times x squared, you add the powers. So x to the third power. And then x and x is x squared and minus 15x. Woo! So there's our answer for number 14. Let's take a look and see if we did that right. So x squared plus 2x minus 15x. Good. As well as x squared minus x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 3. Woo! Okay, so list the requested information, then draw a rough graph. Here we go. Pause me. Do you remember? Put on your note card if you're allowed one this year. Do you remember what a degree is? Write it down on your note card. So degree is the highest power, right? Highest power. Well, I don't see it because it's not 2, is it? Oh, because we have to do x to the third power as well as x squared. As well as x squared, add the powers. So we do x squared times x to the third times x squared. So 2 and 3 is 5 and 2 is 7. So 7 is the answer for the degree, not x to the 7, just 7. The end behavior has to do with that though. It has to do with it's positive or negative. It's positive x to the 7, which is x to the odd power. So that means we go down and then we go down and then we go up. Right? Down and then we go up. X-intercepts and include whether it bounces or crosses. Let's see here. So our first one is x squared, right? Set it equal to 0. X minus 1, set it equal to 0. And x plus 2, set it equal to 0. So we square root both sides, so we get x equals 0. We add 1 to the other side, so we get x equals a positive 1. And we minus 2 to the other side. Right? So we have x-intercepts at, is this an inequality? No, not an equality, so we can just do close hole. So at 1, at 2, and at 0. Look how bunched those up are together. Well, do we have any bouncing and crossing? How do you know? If the power is even. If the power is even, it bounces. So this power was even before we, right? We said equal to 0. So that was even, so that means even means bounces, right? Even means bounces. Bounces off the x-axis. And then odd means cross through, so x minus 1 is going to be a cross through. And then x equals 2, that's this one. Ooh, let's see here. Yep, that's a minus 2. I made a mistake there. Made a mistake. Sorry. It's actually a minus 2. Caught my error though. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you catch your error and you fix it. Okay, there we go. So that's a minus 2. And so our minus 2 is also even. And so even means bounces, right? It's that power, right? Even power means bounces. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the end behavior, which is down. Right? Down then up. So down and then up. And now at -2, we're going to bounce. So we go bong. We have a y-intercept at 0. Oh, we bounce. Whoa, we're going to bounce, you guys. At 0, we're going to bounce. Interesting. Bounces. And finally, at x equals 1, we're going to cross through. Whee-oo! So there's our graph. So try number 16 on your own. Pause me. Try it all on your own, and then push play. See how you did. Right? See how you did? Okay, here we go. So our degree. What's our degree? So what's our highest term? First of all, and that has the degree in it. Well, we have -3. We have an x squared. So x squared. And we have another x squared. And we have another x squared. So many x squareds. So 2, 4, 6. We get negative 3x to the 6th power is the highest term. So that means the degree is 6. And the end behavior is negative x to the even powers. So that's down, down. And so then our x-intercepts, there's 3 of them. I'm going to skip a step there now. It's opposite sign. Instead of x minus 1, it's x equals 1. And we have an x equals negative 2. And an x equals positive 3. Remember, change the sign. Set it equal to 0. Okay, so we're going to bounce, bounce, bounce. Fun, 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 fun. Go, Tigger! So we are going to bounce 3 times. Bounce 3 times. We're going to bounce and bounce and bounce. Okay, so we have x equals 1, negative 2, and positive 3. Way-o. And our end behavior is down and down. Okay, so now we're going to graph it. Could you find the y-intercept just to make sure you did it right? Yeah, you could. Instead of multiplying the x's all the way through, you multiply the n numbers, right? The constants, the numbers all the way through. Let's see what our y-intercept is. So we have negative 1 squared for the y-intercept. So we have a negative 1 squared, so that's negative 1 squared, times 2 squared, times negative 3 squared. And so negative 1 is a positive 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 3 squared is 9. So we should be getting a y-intercept at 36, you guys, right? Yeah, 0, 36. Okay, let's give it a try. Here we go. Okay, what do we do at negative 2? As we're approaching, what do we do? Oh, we're bouncing every single time. Bounce, bounce, bounce. So we're going to go bounce, cross through the y-intercept, bounce, and bounce. That's so many bounces. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Oh, you know what we forgot with our y-intercepts? We forgot something. What did we forget? Oh, we forgot the negative 3 in front. So negative 3 has to go in front. And now that's going to make a huge negative y-intercept, right? So what is negative 3 times 36? Negative 108. That's crazy. This is actually a negative 108. Not a 36. Not a 36. It's a negative 108 is our y-intercept. The most important part is that it's negative because that's where we crossed on the x-axis. Cool. Okay, beautiful. So there's our graph. Let's check our answers. Yeah, looks like we did pretty good there. And negative 108, look at that. Nice. Okay, so next, try some more. Pause me, try it on your own. Pause me, try it on your own. So this one we're going to have to factor. Pause me. So factors of 6 are 2 times 3, so 2 times 3 is 6. Sign of the middle term goes with a bigger number. And so our degree, of course, is 2. Our end behavior is a positive x squared, positive x to the even, so that's up, up. And now we have x-intercepts at negative 2 and positive 3. And because it's first power, that means cross through. So both of them are going to be crossed through. Pause me, try it on your own. Right, so there's our x-intercepts. And cross through for both of them. So it's not an inequality, so we're doing good. We're just graphing right now. So that's going to be a negative 2 and a positive 3, right? We're going up, up. Ooh, what's the y-intercept? Negative 6. So we're going to cross the negative 6 there. And so we're going to cross through and cross through. Way-o. Okay, try 18. Try 18. So the degree is 3. Not negative, it's a positive 3. The degree is always positive. And behavior is negative x to the 3, or odd power. So that's going to be up and then down. Going to be up and then down. Okay, so wow, we're going to have to factor this one. That's going to be crazy. So I think we're going to have to pull out a what? Pull out an x. So we're going to go ahead and pull out an x there, then maybe we can factor it. let's see here. So let's pull an x out. Let's even pull out a negative x because it's easier to factor when you pull out a negative. So we get negative x. There we go, negative x. What do we have left? So if we pull out a negative x, those go away. We're just left with x squared minus 2x, because that cancels with that x. So minus 2x. And then that cancels, so we have negative 15. And so 15 factors into, what does 15 factor into? 3 times 5. Right? Side of the middle term goes with a bigger number. And negative 5x with 3x is negative 2x, so it works. So now we have our x-intercepts at negative x. So negative x equals 0, so just divide by negative 1. So we just get x equals 0. It has a multiplicity of 1, so we're just going to cross through. Right? Then we have x equals a negative 3 and a positive 5. Opposite sign. When you set it equal to 0, opposite sign. Okay, good. So at negative 3 we have x-intercept. At positive 5 we have an x-intercept. And at 0 we have an x-intercept. First power, first power, first power. So that's cross through, cross through, cross through. There we go. Finishing off our video. Okay, so that's going to be up and then down. And so we're going to cross through, cross through, cross through. The y-intercept is at 0. Y-intercept is at 0. The y-intercept is at 0. So that was easy. Okay, nice. Should we double check your answer? Let's double check your answer there. Okay, looking good, looking good. Nice, looking good. Okay, make our next video next time. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Try it on your own first. Thanks for watching.